What's good, yo? It's Jchinnasz, aka Gelato J, aka Gelato Yonsei, and you're watching CITYiNTHREE, and this is me, you heard?
She just wanna come around and kick it, She don't wanna worry about them bitches, no bitches. She just wanna listen to her friends on Twitter, so she roll around with 6'5".
The album is called Love 'Em On, and there's 5 songs. Each song I think has a wavy ass title. The title of the album actually came from this guy named EK, low key, because I showed him one track and he's like, oh, Love 'Em On J, that's what he said. And he said it, and he was joking, but I was like, shit, that sounds cool as hell. And I ran with it. It's what I am. Like, I'm not thugging. I'm not like, there's nothing on there that's about like drugs or like crazy shit. Like, it's really just about like, Huey says it best. Huey says it like, all I do is argue. He's like, the whole project is basically like different arguments with your girl. And I don't know, like, I think it's cool because it's like a lot of people don't take that route maybe, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll try something new. But for now, like, I'm confident it's gonna work, and I think it's cool, and that's just how I am, man. Like, I've always been, this is gonna sound bad, I might get in trouble, but like, I've always been down to just like talk to more girls and like be friends with girls even, and just like care more about what girls are doing and rah. So it's like, I'm a love 'em on. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. Like, I'm a flirt, I'm a love 'em on. It is what it is.
No, she's up here. I don't even know her, but she's up here. Yeah. Push it around. Oh, this is the night. Oh, damn, I see you, man. They're gonna stop me. Oh, make it check all on me. Check out my body. Oh, you get an Airbnb. I'm behind the line. Oh.
So I have June, Keynes Woods, Freddie Prince, Huey Draper, Castro Crosby, and Sean Bay, and like, it was just really fun. Like, it was really fun to just get these guys to come together, because Keynes, I had a studio session with, so Keynes and Huey gave me their parts in the same studio session. Freddie gave me his separately. Castro and Sean Bay, getting Castro and Sean Bay together in the studio was like crazy to me, because Sean's from Virginia and he came down, and then Castro was there. Castro like pulled up and we went to OTR studio. I think Avocado is actually my favorite record that I've ever done. The vibe of it, it's just real cozy. I thought it was a good intro to like who I am and what I'm about to bring to the project. And obviously, like, my homie June, he sounded perfect for it. He hit me with the perfect vocals, and it just came together really well. The way it was made was very, there was a lot of synergy in the room when it was made. And when that happens, it turns out good. Summer was actually a record that it was just like, I wrote it in one take. I heard the beat and I just wrote the entire thing, because I really just had something to say on that beat, I guess. And then like immediately after I finished my verse, I knew right away like Keynes is supposed to be on this. He would just sound perfect on it. So I messaged Keynes before I even recorded it and told him that I'm gonna have something to hear and to record to as well, and he's like, yeah, I'm down, send it. And it turned out better than I actually thought, or better than I hoped it was gonna turn out. So that's a plus side about working with Keynes. Guacamole actually might be my favorite song on the project, just in terms of like what it does for the project, but I'm not even on Guacamole. It's just Huey, Freddie, and June, and a chuckle by Chanks. If you can catch it, that's cool. But yeah, it's just those 3 guys, and they just did their thing the way I wanted it to, and it turned out really well. It was composed really well, and it was organized and laid out really well, and it turned into something really nice. Blur is kind of where the whole project came from. It was the first time I was trying something new and something I really wanted to do and how I really wanted to sound, and it got a good reaction. So this entire project was me just being like, all right, bro, if y'all like that, well, I hope you're gonna like this, and it just took off from there. And Nisio is what I'm assuming, or like what I'm assuming is gonna be the hit off the project. It's a different sound for even me, but kind of typical at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but you'll hear it and you'll know. But it was dope. I heard the beat again right away. I was like, yo, Castro needs to be on this. Castro needs to be on this, and he would sound perfect. And Sean Bay is my go-to for, one of my go-tos for hooks. So I sent it to him, and I sent him my verse, and I'm like, yo, put a hook on this. And he's like, cool, send it back to me. And like, I didn't even have to ask him twice. I just grabbed it, went to the studio, finished it up, and it was done.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, baby girl, I want you. Yeah, and I don't know what to do.
Thanks for watching City in 3, and you just met Jchinnasz, you heard? Peace.